In this video, I'm rolling with Hussein again. We're doing a no-gi round and a gi round. That's Jay. He's been on the channel before. That was a pretty much of a stalemate kind of round, and I didn't want to use it for the channel. But if you find value in my content and you want to help support the channel, I have an ex-martial link in the description. If you use code JITS50, anything you buy on that link is 20% off. Or you can just buy me a coffee. I'd appreciate it either way. It'll help motivate me to continue making these videos, trying to be informative. So it's always great to roll with Hussein. He's actually pretty much one of my favorite training partners, but I don't get to roll with him as much as I would like because everybody wants to roll with him, I think. You know, he's the dance partner that's never available. But I've gotten lucky in the last couple of days, so I took the liberty of making a double on this video. So this will be a no-gi round plus a gi round. Now, he's a footlocker specialist for sure, but his all-around jiu-jitsu game is very, very, very good. He's a thinker. He's mental. He's cerebral. And he has a very methodical way of doing things. You know, he hasn't been training that long. I don't think he's even been training 10 years. So he was a quick black belt. And it's definitely deserved. Also, he's one of the instructors at the academy. And there's a reason for that, you know. He's good at conveying information. So here I'm really looking to avoid the leg entanglement, because once he gets it, that's his world. So I'm doing a lot of leg management. There I look to shoot my knee through the middle. Then he came around with the berimbolo. I dropped to my hip to avoid it. Here I'm looking for the toe hold. I know I have to shoot my arm in deeper, but there when I finally got the angle, I fell back for it, but I couldn't finish it. I had it bent pretty good. I didn't want to twist it off or anything. But he's got these very flexible feet. It's not that he won't tap, but he's just very flexible. Extraordinarily flexible. So there my foot just dropped. You know, when I'm watching it now, it seems so obvious, but so he got that inside heel hook on my left leg. That's also my leg that I've been nursing, so I have to be really careful. I have to advocate for myself, as one of my instructors used to say. If that means tapping quick. Oh, so there I dropped into the knee bar. Now I've thought about this because we've been through this sequence before, and I think I had it for a second there, but not long enough to earn a tap. There, I'm turning his toes towards his butt. I'm trying to finish with that toe hold. And here I'm holding his head to prevent him from dropping back for the footlock. But I'm defending my feet with my feet, so to speak, and during that time, I drop back to get my own inside heel hook, which isn't even close. Well, it's in the ballpark. Oh, no, that's the one when he finished on my questionable knee, let's just call it. But it's healing up. I just don't want to put it under duress. It's only been a couple of weeks. So again, we're 4 minutes into the round. I'm not breathing with my mouth open. I'm not going crazy. I'm not pushing my physical boundaries. But I feel like in this round so far, I've really gotten a chance to sharpen and to start aiming in the right direction with a lot of my jiu-jitsu. So here I'm playing open guard, which again, in my opinion, would be his toughest road. Which is fine because it sharpens both of us. I mean, his guard passing is very good. There I almost had the butterfly sweep. He did a great job of landing on his right leg. See, as he's getting by my legs, I put my hands to his knee. So whatever he offers me is what I'm going to base off on. So here he's diving for like a Darce, I think. I'm looking for the butterfly sweep, and he's digging for, guillotine, Darce, obviously some type of attack, upper body attack, but without passing my legs fully, and that allowed me to get the sweep. So really what happened there was Hussein made a tactical error that he probably wouldn't make normally by trying to grab my head while my legs were in between us. Because that keeps his hands occupied and allows for the sweep. Then you always have to worry while he's passing the guard if he's going to drop back for a footlock. So here I'm looking to do my normal game, arm drag him by. So I'm in my spider on the right side that you see this quite a bit. I was looking to get the sweep there. He jumped over my leg. Really well done on his part. So here again, you see how I control that right. When he grabs that right leg, it's easy for me to put my foot on his bicep. It's hard to stop that. So there he dove over looking for I think it's a Darce. Again, now I just said that was a mistake. But here it's a different position. Before I still had my butterfly hooks in when he dove for that, and that allowed me to get the sweep. Whereas this time, he got out of my... See, having half guard here isn't going to be enough to sweep him. I have to have that right hook in to kick him over. But that ended the round. I did not actually tap on that, but I probably would have in another few seconds. After some adjusting. Though I do have some good defense there, and I'm very durable when it comes to chokes. I can tough out pretty bad chokes. I understand where the pressure is, and if it's not perfect, I can tough it out. So now I had the good fortune of... There's Jay again, by the way. He just walked by. I had the round with him yesterday. And now I have the good fortune of Hussein asking me to roll. We had a big conversation about gi and no gi and what's more, what translates better and what's more important. Should you get a black belt if you never trained in the gi, etc., etc. So here I'm looking to avoid the leg entanglement, and I want to just pin that leg and pass. And no, I don't think you're a black belt in gi if you've never trained in the gi and you got a black belt in no gi. What's funny is years ago, no gi was supposed to be, we don't need belts. Belts aren't cool. I don't wear a kimono. I'm a wrestler. And now, for some reason, you see these no-gi schools giving out belts, and I thought you didn't need belts. I thought your skill spoke for itself. But they still want that confirmation. So, yeah, is a black belt in no-gi skilled? Yes, but he shouldn't be teaching gi. And if he can't teach gi, then he's not a black belt. There's all the chokes. There's everything is in the gi, collar chokes. There's so many variations, and the way, the friction, it's a lot different. The matches look different. I enjoy both of them. To me, I don't understand why anybody would just do one personally. They're both so fulfilling in different ways. And if you're going to devote your life to martial arts, why just do one? That's like saying, I'm just going to box. I'm never going to try kickboxing. I'm never going to try different styles of kickboxing. So that was a whole great transition. I knew he was trying to come up for the Kimura, and I sat up into it, and then he fell back into the armbar, which was really well done. I'm looking to prevent him from getting that other leg in, but now he has it, and I had to tap, which I have no shame tapping to Hussein. He submitted me by footlock. Probably his submission ratio by footlock is probably 99%. But there's been a couple of upper body submissions as well. That was one of them. So here I'm right into a decent leg entanglement, which I don't know if he maybe let me, or he wasn't expecting, or he's just going easy or whatever. That's more of a leg entanglement than I ever thought I would get. And here I have a very deep ankle. I'm making adjustments as well, but he's a little bit sideways, but I've definitely finished from here. I have the foot on the hip. And now he comes back with an ankle of his own, but I make like a boot with my right foot to prevent it. And I'm holding his gi collar so he can't fall back and arch his back and use the pressure he would need. And there I switched for my own foot attack. And then he ankle locked me. A straight ankle. Yeah, so they want the title of someone who hasn't trained in the gi. I mean, I just don't understand it. B team went and trained, and they put on the gi, and then they all had a great time. They all said it was great. It was awesome. If you're going to devote your life, you might as well do both. Or at least that's how I see it. Otherwise, you could end up flash in the pan competitor, and then 20 years later, as someone once said, it's not who's good, it's who's left. Chris Howder, am I saying his name right? So that was an interesting exchange. He inverted. I went to get knee on belly on one side. Then he spun, and I went to knee on belly on the other side. Not knee on belly, but my knee to his waist to prevent him from re-guarding and getting my guard and passing his guard. So there the round ended. I had his leg stapled. But thank you for watching. Please like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe. More to come with Hussein. Thank you.